Hello. Good afternoon. Okay. 42 is the answer. What is it? To life, the universe, and everything? Or something like that? It's one of... It might be Keith's favorite book. I'm not sure. It's definitely up there. But I've only ever seen the movie. Well, I have you. I owe you a doggo treat from that one time that I couldn't give it to him because he wasn't here. So I think I'll give it to him now so that you can see him. Cole, come here. Come here, baby boy. Come here. Up. I don't feel like it. I'm tired. He was just napping. Come on. You know the drill. Come on. Yeah, there you go. He's so tired. Alright, you can have it. I won't make you work for it today. Big and strong. Now go take your nap. Go take your nap. Oh, yes. He is a lazy colt. So lazy. You would not believe. Alright, we're going to turn the sound of the phone off so we don't get the phone calls. Alright. So, we're back in it. We're back in it. Go lay down. Go back to sleep. Good boy. Alright, we're back in it. We just finished Silver Creek Falls yesterday. This is the sequel. I had started this the last week, the week before, I think. I'd started chapter 1, not realizing it was a sequel until I started it. So we're going to restart it today so we can kind of pick up where we're supposed to. So that's what we're doing, everybody. I am going to turn this music off. As pleasant as it is. I'm going to get into it. Okay. And gameplay. The Walsingham Files, Walsingham, if you recall at the end of Silver Creek Files, or Silver Creek Falls, is Mark, his last name. So, obviously we're going to follow Mark at some point. I don't know. I know we start this game with Sarah. I know it, because I started the game. But, I didn't save, so I couldn't continue where we left off anyway. So, I need to be better about saving. That's all I have to say on the matter. Oh, and I have my little notepad open, so you guys can see me make notes if I need to. I had to in Silver Creek Falls, so I just am preemptively setting it up now. Alright. Hello and welcome to the Walsingham Files, the sequel to Silver Creek Falls series. While it is not 100% necessary to have played, we played. Highly recommend you do. If you didn't watch it, you might want to do that. Just saying. Or not. You can go back and do it later. See what you missed. Mystery adventure game. I do love a good mystery. This game attempts to simulate the experience of being a detective. Therefore, good note-taking is a must. We have our word pad. We have our handy-dandy notebook. This game does not hold your hand and will not store important clues and details for you. It's on you to write it down, write down what's useful, and detect how it's relevant to the case. Note, this note is for later consumption. Yeah, absolutely true. Note, drink water. The caps lock is on. We highly recommend you have a pen, paper, and calculator at hand. I have all of those things. I have a computer. Amazing. Good luck. Have fun. Check in with Officer Jackson. Today is February. Nope. I did that last time too, actually. When I was reading this, I literally said February instead of Friday. Today is Friday, October 26th, 2018. Gloucester Police Station, Gloucester, Massachusetts. Morning, Sarah. How is this fine morning treating you? Can't complain, really? Though it beats me why the captain has me come in so early every day when I rarely have much to do. Hey, at least you don't have to come in as early as I do every day. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I'm gonna turn the volume down just a little bit for everybody. All parties involved. Today is February, October 26th. That is correct? Remember that. It's important. Very important. Very important notes. No, I can't. I don't know what she said before that. Gloucester's a lot safer than it used to be. I can see that. Anything interesting for me today? As a matter of fact, Captain Ellis told me to tell you to report to him right away. Let's go! Again, I've already played through this beginning part, so I already kind of know what happens. I won't skip anything for you guys' benefit, but just saying, I already kind of know where to go. Captain, you wanted me to come see you? Gosh, I can't read. Come on in, detective. How are you adjusting? It's a nice town, I like it here, but more than anything, I'm happy to be back in Massachusetts. I'm paraphrasing. Yes, where were you before? Norfolk, Virginia. Now I remember, Norfolk is a bit rough, isn't it? Nowhere near as rough as South Boston, where I started out, but definitely rougher than Gloucester. Oh yeah, you were a Massachusetts state trooper before. Why didn't you go back to the MSP after you applied to leave? I got into a bit of a bad fight with my captain in Virginia, who was friends with the Commissioner of Norfolk, who in turn was a classmate of Colonel current head. I was pretty untouchable after that, which is why I really appreciate you taking me in, Captain. You know, a bunch of really good recommendations came in for you after you put in your formal application. And from a really varied group of officers from different departments. Really? Like who? Sheriff Davis from Silver Creek Falls. Sheriff Majors from Walleye Head. Lieutenant Visconti from the MSP. Who are these people? Oh, I remember. You even got a recommendation from an FBI special agent and a detective inspector from Scotland Yard. Oh, Valdez. I mean, what are you, a secret agent or something? Nothing like that. I just handled a really big case down in North Carolina. For some reason, still beyond my full comprehension. Yeah, I need answers. I ran into a lot of departments along the way. That's the case that leads to the conflict with your old captain, right? Yes, I wanted to keep the case open, but my captain refused and insisted I close it already. I doubt you'll have anything that juicy up here in Gloucester. This town isn't often considered ideal for a young detective like yourself. It's considered more of a place where overstressed Boston police detectives wait till retirement. Well, I ain't complaining, sir. As I said before, I'm glad I still have a place in the police force. Good, good. So what do you have for me? It's career day at Gloucester High. Officer DeVries is going to give a talk today, but I figured it would be nice if they heard from a detective, too. Given how clear your schedule has been of late, I figured this would be something nice to do for you. Got me to admit I had free time before asking me to do this. Well played, Captain. I told Officer DeVries to wait for you at the bullpen. She'll drive you over. I'm cool to drive, sir. We can take my car instead. Nah, bring the squad car over. The kids love it when we show them all the cool gadgets we have. Good thinking. Dope. Alright, let's go. Now this is where it gets far more interesting than when I played this the first time. Yes. What? Officer DeVries. There it is. Detective Fitzgerald. You see that face? You see that face right there? This one. That face. That face was in the after credits scene in Silver Creek Falls. This is a person we now recognize that I didn't recognize the first time I played this because I hadn't played Silver Creek Falls yet. So, spoiler alert. Captain told me I'm too accompanied today. Yes, ma'am. Principal wanted to show as many facets of police work as possible. I know they're in Massachusetts, but I don't know how to do a Massachusetts accent. So I'm going to give everybody a southern accent, because that's what I know how to do. Not well, but it's what I like. It's a red herring. Herring? Herring? It's a red herring. It might be a red herring. But you know what is actually a red herring? That box of fish sticks over there on the ground. I don't know. It's not like I have anything else to do, so let's do this. Is this Captain Firebeard's fish sticks box doing here? Oh. Yeah, I thought they stopped making these years ago. The fish sticks. Detective Fitzgerald. Ah, why are we yelling? Sir, I just got a call from Sergeant Langley from the Essex County Police. He's requested a detective go meet him at Willowdale Nature Reserve right now. Oh, any details? He seemed distressed and out of breath, so I couldn't hear him properly. Now he's not answering his radio. I'm on it, sir. DeVries, go with her. This sounds kind of serious, and Sergeant Langley might need backup. What about career day at Gloucester High? We'll just have to cancel. I'll call the principal myself to explain. Now go. There's no run button. It's just all walking. Let's take the squad car. DeVries, right? That's right, ma'am. You ever been on a criminal investigation before? As a first responder, yes. Not with a detective, though. You planning on taking the exam for detective? Yes, I do. I actually joined the force with the intention of becoming a detective. You seem to be a nice kid, and you clearly know what you're doing, so I'm going to keep it simple. Let me do all the talking and pay close attention to what I say and what I ask. There will be times when you'll need to follow my lead, understand? Yes, ma'am. I think this is the ranger station. According to protocol, I'm having a hard time. According to protocol, these should be staffed at all times. There's something big going on, that's for sure. Look, more fish sticks. This one is half eaten. Looks like they didn't even cook them, just ate them out of the box without cooking them. Yeah, that's what she said. Alright. What a mess. Maybe we could use the radio? Hi, Owl Slayer. How are you doing today? Maybe we could use the radio. We could if this radio was functional. It doesn't work? Nope. We need to have a word with the head ranger. What a mess. Okay. Sergeant Langley? That's me. You Detective Fitzgerald? What a name. What's with the police line all the way out here? I thought the incident occurred inside Willowdale Forest. I have no idea what's going on, Detective. I just got orders from Danvers to create a police line with a 100-foot radius of the entire nature reserve. Danvers? The MSP running the show? Not yet, but they better take over soon. They got all the police departments from Salem to Georgetown pitching in to complete this big-ass police line. Where'd you get your orders from? Captain Viscani, Troop A. Wow, Viscani is captain of Troop A now? You know her? Yeah, we go back. She was my CO back when I was in the MSP. That explains this then. Explains what? Here, one of the runners gave it to me not 20 minutes ago. Said it was from your eyes only. See? Sarah, I need you on this one. All my detectives from Troop A have their hands tied, and I can't trust any of these small-town detectives. Glad to hear you're back in Massachusetts. I've been ordered to let you and only you pass the police line. I guess this is where we part ways. We'll have none of that, officer. Sergeant Langley, this is my backup and I'd like to bring her in. I don't know, I was told to only allow you in. I wasn't told that you were going to bring a partner. Buddy, you're sending me into a crime scene without telling me any details, and you expect me to go in alone? You gotta be kidding me, guy. I like that face. That's a good face. Fair enough. I'm not gonna pull rank over something like this. Your name, officer? Officer Imogen DeVries, sir. Imogen. Cute name. ID number GL35674. Okay, I'll put it in the record that you two went in together. Detective, I forgot to tell you. Yeah? Park ranger that called in whatever is happening is still inside the park. I believe he's waiting for you past the first forest clearance. He'll brief you into what's happening here. Understood. Thank you, Sergeant. Alright, I'm gonna be a smart girl. And we're gonna save. That's me. What's this game? We are playing the Walsingham Files. Is a sequel to the game that we just finished yesterday called Silver Creek Falls. Silver Creek Falls. So it's like it's a murder mystery, or mystery adventure is how they describe it. But in the first one, we were trying to solve a big, mysterious murder disappearance case. I don't know what's happening in this one yet. You have to watch and find out. Sara Fitzgerald, Gloucester Police Department. You are the park ranger here? Finally! I called the police 3 hours ago. What took y'all so long? Wait, are we the first police officers you've seen since you called? No, a state trooper came by on his bike about an hour or so after I reported the incident. He said that he'd organize a police line surrounding the nature reserve and that backup was on its way. Until then, orders were to secure all the entrances to the park and make sure no one entered or left. Oh, so you're not alone. No, we have 3 rangers in charge of this park and 2 exits. Since I'm the most experienced with firearms, I chose to guard this gate alone, letting the other 2 stay together. I see that you're packing serious heat. Are the rest of the rangers also armed? Sarah did it. She's investigating her own murders. We park rangers are armed better than you regular cops. We don't just have to worry about criminals, but also have to deal with wolves, bears, and smugglers. As you can see, I have a Remington pump-action shotgun, a hunting rifle, and a Beretta. Packin'. Looks like you're going to war. Can't play it too safe with a murderer on the loose and all. Murderer? What the hell happened here? What? Haven't they told you anything? No one's told me jack diddly. Don't forget how awful interdepartmental communication can be. Please tell me everything like you're reporting it for the first time. Okay. Last night, at about 8:49 p.m., I got a mysterious call at the ranger station. It sounded like a deep, gruff man, and he said, "Tonight they will all die. There is nothing you can do to stop it." He immediately hung up after saying his piece, not giving me the chance to respond. Did you report this to the police? No. We get prank calls all the time. There are like 3 colleges within a 20-mile radius from here. So yeah, assuming it was another prank call, I left it alone and called it a night at 9 p.m., as I had to come in the next morning for my patrol. Did you detect an accent or anything particular about the voice? No particular accent, just normal American, I suppose. His voice was nearly unnaturally deep, like the voice they use for trailers and stuff. Okay, so you said that you called it a night at 9 p.m. that night because you knew you had to do patrols the next morning, right? That's right. What time did your new patrol begin? 7 a.m. Okay, and then? I usually start through the south gate as most of the campsites are closer to the north gate, so I arrive at the campsites a little later. Why do you do that? A lot of young couples like to camp here, and well, they like to do what young couples like to do in the morning, if you catch my drift. I'm not one to disturb their morning activities. Okay, please cut to the crime already. Sorry. So I got to the little bridge before crossing the creek, and I see a young woman crying, looking pale as a ghost. I run to her and check if everything is okay, and she immediately grabs me and screams for help. She won't stop screaming and crying for a good 10 minutes until I can calm her down enough that she can talk. She tells me that in her morning walk, she passed by Camp Revere and saw big red splotches on the tents and some bodies on the ground. Her instinct kicked in straight away, and she bolted away with all her strength to look for help. Thing is, she had just woken up and hadn't stretched, so she got a real bad cramp, but was also frozen in fear from what she saw. Fortunately, I had appeared within a few minutes of her cramp. Where is this woman now? I left her with my 2 colleagues, figured she'd feel safer in a bigger group. They're back at the ranger station facing the north gate. And why the hell haven't paramedics been scrambled here to look over this poor woman? You tell me, detective. It seems mighty strange to me that me and my rangers been left alone here to handle this for so long. There's something weird going on, that's for sure. So, what did you do after you encountered this woman? I radioed in backup from Essex and called in the rest of my team. When they arrived, I left the woman with them, and while I ran to my ranger station by the south gate, and then on my way there, I was stopped by the trooper. He immediately countermanded my orders and insisted that my rangers and I guard the entrances until more police came, which he insisted would be soon enough. This is so weird, and so against protocol on so many levels. Who the hell is running this show? Initially, I thought it would be the state troopers, but now that you're here, I guess it's the Essex police running the show. No, didn't you hear me earlier? We're the Gloucester Police Department. The Essex boys are handling the perimeter. The hell's going on here? Just calm down, guy. What's your name? I'm Oscar. As I said earlier, I'm Detective Sara Fitzgerald, and this is Officer DeVries. Officer Imogen DeVries. Good to meet you, Oscar. As I said earlier, I sure am glad I finally have someone else here. Oscar, have you been to the campsite yet? Yeah, I took a quick look after my colleagues arrived. It ain't pretty. Okay, can you take us there? It's just behind me. Come follow me. I like motion. So, I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna compulsively save for a little while. Because I don't know. I just don't know. I'm just gonna compulsively save. Okay, so this is the creek where you found the crying woman. That's right. Crime scene's just up ahead. There's a lot of talking in this game, which, you know, I imagine is 90% of a detective's work. Ah! Is everyone okay? Yeah, that was close. Should really have done something about this bridge before something like this could happen. I'll be sure to report and follow up with this bridge completely checked. Yeah, let's tread lightly and walk on a more stable part. Oh no! A murder! What the hell happened here? That's what we're hoping you two can figure out. Ranger, you can stay at the side if you like. We can take it from here. I've seen my fair share of bear mauling, so I'm pretty used to the bit of gore. I believe I'd be of most use by your side in case y'all have questions. Suit yourself. Objective. Investigate the crime scene. Alright, super fun. Look at this. Look at all that blood. That's weird. What is? All the blood spatter to the side, but the corpses of the two victims are on the other side of the tent. Let's assume the blood belongs to the male victim. After all, he had his throat cut, and that was caused a big splash of blood like this. If he was attacked on this side, why would his body be on the other side? Maybe he tried to crawl? I don't think so. We see a blood trail, marks from when he moved himself. Maybe the killer moved him. Possible, but why go through the bother of moving the body and not properly disposing of it? Hiding bodies would delay the investigation, giving the killer time to get further away. Maybe the killer wanted to display the body, show off their handiwork. That's a dark thought, but you might be onto something. Might be dealing with a serial killer here. Anything inside? Completely empty. That is very odd indeed. Okay. Let's examine the bodies. Horizontal slice of the throat. I think we can be sure that's the cause of death. I can't see any other lacerations, cuts, or bruises on his body. He has surgical gloves? Yes, ma'am. Carefully reach into his jacket and trousers and see if you can pull out a wallet or phone. See if we can ID this guy. Nothing. Not even keys or anything that a thief wouldn't want to steal. Well, looks, we have our work cut out for us. It's a hell of a cut on his throat. Makes you wonder how the murderer managed to do that without having anything else to do. Having to do anything else to the guy. Good observation. His hands don't have any cuts or bruises either, like he didn't even try to defend himself. Maybe he knew the person who did it, or they snuck up from behind. It's thick wood, and in the cover of night, it wouldn't be hard to sneak up on someone at all. So, then we can be sure the victims didn't light a fire in the morning. No embers, that's what it said. Hard to tell, it's nearly 4 hours since the bodies were found. Look, this partially burned note. Pass it here. Read the note. Brigham Smith International Limited. I found it. I couldn't believe what that old fisherman was saying, but turns out it was all true. Take a look inside my storage unit. The code is Lex's birthday. So we're gonna get rid of my dumb notes here, and we're gonna put some like real notes. Lexi's B-Day. That's going to be an important code. Storage unit. I don't know if we get to keep this note or not. Either of you have any idea about Brigham... Should I write that down too? Brigham Smith International Limited? Nah, it'll be fine. Nope. I have a list of registered businesses for Massachusetts. Not a company registered here. Can you check the national? I need internet for that. I'm afraid I don't have signal. What do they do there? This park is a dark spot for cell phone coverages. One of the reasons it's diminished in popularity. It's okay, we can check when we get back to Gloucester. Alright, let's check Our Lady. Multiple stab wounds on the kidney and lungs and light bruising on the neck. I suspect the killer came in from behind, grabbed the victim's throat, knew exactly what they were aiming for. So, like, around the throat, knife in hand, and, like, wraps around the front, puncturing. Wow. That's a lot, guys. This woman had a much slower and more painful death than her male counterpart. And that means we're dealing with someone who knows what they're doing. I don't think this murder happened in a fit of rage. I agree. The stab wounds are deep with limited tearing. The killer didn't hack and slash around. They knew how to kill. Check her pockets. Nothing, ma'am. The killer had time to get their hands on those. Think this could have been a mugging that went badly? No, I don't think so at all. Whoever killed these people came here to do just that. What about sexual assault? They usually have a lot more bruises and usually have torn clothing if assault didn't happen in a rapist's chosen location. Aside from her neck, there's no visible bruising on the female's body, and her hands and arms have no scratches or scars. Makes sense, so probably no rape. We'll truly find out forensics result, but I don't think there was a sexual assault element to this murder. Okay, let's check the table. Blood stains all over the table. You can assume that's her blood. Let's not rule anything out until we get forensics. A lot more blood on one side than the other. I suspect she may have been sitting and preparing to eat when she was attacked. She probably slid off the bench when she was using the last of her strength to escape. Ooh, it looks like it was just open. They hadn't started eating yet. The female victim was probably preparing breakfast or something. Too tense. Maybe the two victims aren't a couple and just friends? Everyone here is supposed to bring their intent, right? That's right. Do people need to register to use the campgrounds? No, we don't do that. Do you have cameras around the gates? Only at the ranger stations. It's a lot of work maintaining park cameras that aren't connected to the mains. You have to change the batteries and tapes all the time. Most parks don't have those. I see. Officer Fries, find anything interesting inside? It's completely empty and clean, like it was set up but never used. Empty, just like the other 10. There's something funny going on around here. Anything interesting on the canteen? No blood or anything. It's empty, too. It says, Warrenville High, class of '09. We're going to write that down. I'm just going to write everything. I'm going to take all the notes. I don't know if I'm taking good notes, but I'm going to take them. That tells us where at least one of the two... Sorry. It tells us where at least one of the two victims went to high school. Do you know where Warrenville is, ma'am? Yeah. You're not from around here, are you? No, I'm originally from Fort Lauderdale. Heard the weather is wicked nice. Why'd you move? I actually don't like the heat and humidity down in Florida, so I requested a transfer on my first year in the course. Also, I'm big into sports, so I want to be close to all those great Boston teams. Good choice. I like you more already for it. So where's Warrenville? 25 miles north of here, right by the border of New Hampshire. Looks like that might be our next pit stop after we finish here. Any blood in the sleeping bag? Negative. Victims weren't killed in his sleep. The sleeping bag is outside. It's weird. Paraphrasing. Maybe they were airing it. Also, it's been pretty warm, so I wouldn't be surprised if they chose to sleep outside instead. Wouldn't know. I'm not much into camping. Gold necklace with the Star of David pendant attached to it. Guess at least one of our victims was Jewish then. So we have a Jewish victim, maybe. Question mark? Maybe down in the south, but you don't really see much of this sort of thing here in Massachusetts. Not to say that there aren't any neo-Nazis. There certainly are some. Maybe they shared a bag. The two victims look the same age, and they are camping, just the two of them. It's not completely out of this world to assume that they're a couple. Guess we'll find out after we search more. Yes. Icky. They did the nasty. Yeah, probably. They were probably having fun. After investigating the two bodies, I'm quite sure this axe is not the murder weapon. You could not do what the killer did to the victims using such an unwieldy weapon. You think this is just for show? Certain of it. The killer either put it there as a challenge or as a poor form of misdirection. And the blood in the axe and tree stub? I suspect they carefully poured it on after killing the two victims. Heck, it might not even be their blood. Maybe not. Bin is overflowing with beer cans. A lot of alcohol. Clearly, you've never hung out in South Boston. How often are the bins cleared out here? We have it done every morning. So this would represent one day of garbage? Not normally. Even if there's a party, most of the time people do clean up before they leave. Typically, the type of person that likes to go camping also has a respect for nature and the great outdoors. true, it will be interesting to find out how much alcohol the 2 victims have in their system after we get the results. Alright, let's go. Very exciting. Compulsively saving. We are gonna go check out the next campsite. Here it is. I wish I had a snack. I don't know. I'm hungry. So true. I just know some disrespectful people. This is Camp Prescott. It's a lot bigger than Camberbeer. We just use camping as an excuse to cook hot dogs and get drunk. You don't need to go camping to cook hot dogs and get drunk. You can do that in your own backyard. Yeah, a big backyard cookout. The people who I know like that, they'll go camping and they complain about their camping trip. Like, they had to sleep on the ground. Oh no. Yeah, you went camping. That's what you're supposed to do. Stop complaining. Also, clean up after yourself. Anyway. Camp Prescott has always been more popular. It's right next to the river. It's got good fishing and it can take a lot more people. Real good for class trips and families. So, Revere is more popular with couples then. That's right. Smaller, more private, better for an intimate getaway. I guess that gives more credence to the possibility that our victims were a couple. Or they were up to something that they didn't want anyone else to see or hear. Totally that. Okay, so we got a bunch of tents here. I remember there not really being anything super exciting. Empty bin, collected the bag. Mostly beer and barbecue. Empty, probably. How many campers did you round up? 3, including the woman at the bridge. Last people I went camping with, I will never go again. They didn't want to do any hiking and none of them could handle the rain that happened. Wimps. Why even bother? If you're not gonna, like, go enjoy the outdoors, why even bother? Having said, we don't need this rain fly. It's not going to rain. Then they set up their tents. When they set up their rain. Ha 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 ha! You always put the rain fly up. You take it down when you want to look at the stars and then you put it back before you go to sleep. You always put it up. You will get rained on so quickly. Sorry. Anyway. I'm very adamant about that. There are 5 tents out here. Some people bring more than one tent so they're not too cramped up when they go camping. One tent for sleeping, the other for their supplies and such. Never heard of that before, not that I'm into camping much. Oh yeah, you should see the things that some campers do. Some of them even bring massive inflatable tents with numerous rooms. I do kind of like the idea of the lots of rooms. Spoiler, it rained. Shocking. I realize it's not like camping if you have like a big, basically a house tent, but like they look so cool. I don't know. I just want to be in one day and see what happens. I just want to see what it's like. It's like a rich people tent. Rise, check the tent. Empty. With the exception of the tent belonging to the woman at the bridge, they should all be empty. The other 2 campers insisted on bringing their other valuables, then putting everything else away. Couldn't really deny them that, given that a criminal action had happened at the park. So the open one is probably the women's. This is the tent that belonged to the woman's bridge. Anything interesting inside, Draz? Sleeping bag, battery-powered radio, flashlight, Swiss Army knife, and a book in French. What's the book? It's called, and I don't know French. Camping isn't made by the tent. That's what you do out there. I agree. You're gonna go camping, you gotta do camping things. Like, make a fire, and go hiking, and run your dog through piles of leaves. Interesting. I hadn't thought of that. You think they're more likely to leak? Wonder why. Anyway. Le tenir. I can't speak French, so I'm not even bothered. My high school French doesn't fail me, then I believe it's about a high school girl on her last days of high school and how she's feeling pressured about what direction her life should take. It's a coming of age story, I think. Thrilling. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. I love these high school coming of age stories. That's surprising. Wouldn't have you pegged as the type. Anyway, back to the other stuff, and we'll leave it at the ranger station. Oh, what's this, everybody? Fish stick box. That's our third one. I'll point that out. Okay, we gotta check. Empty. Anything else? Empty. Does the park provide more seams? Oh! It's fair. It's fair. I didn't think about the seams. Does the park provide firewood, Oscar? Nope. As I said before, we don't provide hospitality services. Whoever cut this is good with an axe. The length is pretty uniform. I thought you said you were quite sure that the axe wasn't the murder weapon. I still am. Just saying that whoever cut this wood is an experienced outdoors person, that's all. Any idea whose sleeping bag this is? Quite sure it belongs to the woman, and the other two campers had us take all their stuff with them. That's fine. If you're sure you have all their stuff and haven't let them touch any of it, right? That's right. Good. Okay. I think that's everything here. We'll just do a quick sweep of the perimeter. I got the fish sticks. I've seen enough. Is she mad at me? I don't know. Alright. Compulsively saving. Save after every scene so that you never have to redo that scene if you don't want to. Oh, I'm not gonna look at that. Okay. Cora, what are you doing out here? Captain Visconti from the state troopers told me to keep all the campers in the ranger station and stand guard outside. Is Andy inside with them? Negative. They asked him to go with them to verify that all entrances and exits to the park were blocked. How about the north gate? Some police from some other towns came in to relieve us. How about the paramedic we requested? She's inside with the witness right now. She wants to get her to the hospital, but Captain Visconti still has the park on lockdown. I see. Well, I have the detective on the case, so can you please let us in? Yes, sir. Interrogate all the Prescott Camp visitors. Every time I hear fish sticks, I get reminded of the "you're a gay fish" joke from South Park. I didn't watch South Park. I don't get it. I'm sorry. Alright, that was as far, I just want to point out, that was as far as I got last time I started this. So everything from here on out is completely new to me. Completely new to me. That's all there's to it. Alright. Let's grab these fish sticks. More fish sticks. Oh, now I really want fish sticks for lunch. Hi, my name is Sara Fitzgerald, and I'm a detective with the Gloucester Police Department. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, no problem. No, I hate it. I'm not going to do that. Like we have a choice. She really does give me those vibes, though. Hey, watch your attitude, Missy. Sorry, please excuse my girlfriend. We've been held here at the cabin for the past 4 hours without any explanation whatsoever, so you can only imagine we're a bit tense right now. We have rights, you know. You can't just arrest us without telling us why. Darling, if you'd been arrested, you'd be held behind those bars you see behind you. Whatever. As to exactly why you're being held, I don't know, but it sure makes it useful for me so I can interrogate you two right now. I will give it to you, that today things seem to be a bit crazy, but I assure you that after I'm done talking to everyone here, I'll do what I can to get you out. That's good to know, Detective. What do you want to know? Name and contact details are always a good place to start. We already gave those to that ranger chick. Maybe the sooner we answer the detective's questions, the sooner we'll be allowed to leave. That's the right spirit. Thank you for your cooperation, sir. Whatever. Every time I hear fish sticks, it reminds me of Doctor Who episode when Matt Smith shows up the first time and wants fish sticks and custard. I am Miguel Rodriguez and my girlfriend Linda Coleman. Mr. Rodriguez, what time did you and your girlfriend arrive at Camp Prescott? We arrived at around 2 p.m. yesterday. Where did you come in from? Boston. My girlfriend is studying there right now. So you're not from around here? No, I'm originally from Florida, but I moved to New York for my master's. When I have time to drive up to Boston, I spend the weekend with Linda. Willowdale isn't exactly the most famous park in Massachusetts, nor is it particularly close to Boston. Why did you two pick it for your getaway? Linda's already been everywhere in Massachusetts, and I actually heard the fishing is pretty good in Willowdale, so it was a nice choice for the two of us. That's why you picked Camp Prescott over Camp Revere, the fishing? Yeah, everyone says Camp Revere is more romantic than Prescott, but Prescott was really the best choice for both of us. For me, obviously, there's the fishing. As for Linda, my dear girl can't live 2 seconds without the internet, and there's just no signal in Camp Revere. Babe, it's you who I can't live without. Internet, maybe 10 minutes. I love you so much. I love you so much, baby. Okay. Okay, focus. Young love, Chief. It's making me uncomfortable. Okay, so you pitched up a tent yesterday afternoon, and I presume you stayed at the campsite the whole evening, right? That's right. Who did you meet during your time at the camp? There was this old couple that was wrapping up. They left around 4 p.m. Did you get their names? No, sorry. Anyone else? We met the lady that's upstairs with the paramedic. Her tent was right next to ours. Did you get her name? I think it was Monique or Monica or something like that. What was it again, baby? I'm pretty sure it was Monique. But no last name? I don't know what time period you're from, lady, but most people nowadays don't give out their last names unless they're close or it's for work. And this Monique lady came to the camp alone. Nah, she came with her girlfriend, but they had a massive fight and she stormed off. What was the fight about? No idea. They were speaking to each other in French. Mr. Rodriguez, surely you were able to catch a little of it since Spanish has similarities to French. Nah, my Spanish is pretty weak and that couple were speaking really fast. Did she talk about it afterwards? She just apologized and cried for a while. We let her eat a bit of our barbecue and then had some light talk before she turned in early. Did you get the name of her girlfriend? Nope. Any other details about this Monique lady? She said that she's a fitness instructor. She mostly asked us about ourselves. I could tell that she didn't want to talk about her problems. But didn't you go to Camp Revere to check it out? I mean, how else would you know there was no signal there? Yeah, we passed both camps at around 2 p.m. when we arrived, and Camp Revere was completely empty. Camp Prescott only had the elderly couple when we got there. Interesting. And did you hear or see anything weird this morning? I was asleep and was only awoken up by the park rangers who said we had to go to this ranger station straight away. And you, Miss Coleman? I heard Monique go out for a run, but that was it. I pretty much went back to sleep after that and was pretty happy till I was rudely awoken by the park rangers. Hey, we were just doing our jobs, Missy. Then let us out already. We didn't do anything wrong. The park rangers found us asleep in our tents. We're obviously not the killers. Killers? No one said anything about there being a murder. Oh, please. We heard everything when the two rangers started talking to each other on the radio. And that's why Captain Visconti wanted Kara to guard outside the building. Ranger Peterson, you really have to reprimand your rangers for this. Indeed, I do. I'm so sorry, Detective. They're both pretty green and really don't have much experience in criminal proceedings. As it is, barely anyone comes into this park. Most of what we deal with every day is related to wildlife, not murder. I understand, Ranger, but your people may have really compromised the investigation. Well, that's it for now. I'll try to get the state troopers to let you two go. Thank you for your time. Fun. Fun. Let's check this. Oscar, the radio there wasn't working at all. You should really look into that. What do you talk about? When I left for my patrol this morning, it was working perfectly well. It certainly wasn't working when we passed by this morning. That can't be right. Out here, where there is no mobile signal, we rely heavily on radio communication. I don't know what to tell you, man, but as cops, we know how radios work, and that radio at South Gates was definitely not working. Maybe someone tampered with your radios. Impossible. I always leave the door locked when I leave for my patrol. Again, bad news, buddy. It was locked when we passed by unlocked when we passed by this morning. Looks like someone broke in and tampered with the radio. I'll have forensics take a look at the ranger station, say South Gate, see if maybe we can get our hands on some prints. Radios work 2 directions. Hi, I'm Detective Sara Fitzgerald, and this is Officer DeVries. I'll try to make it more interesting every time I have to introduce myself to someone. Is the woman lying down the person that found the crime scene? Yes, it is. Can you wake her up? We need to talk to her right away. Absolutely not. This woman is in terrible shape. She's in severe shock and is horribly dehydrated from all the vomiting. What she needs is to go to the hospital. Aren't you running this show? Get her an IV drip and then she can talk to you. Alright, cool your jets, darling. I ain't exactly all known when it comes to the situation here either. I thought you said that you're the detective handling this case. No, it looks like the Massachusetts State Troopers are running the show on this. Then why haven't they put one of their own detectives on the case? That's the bit that's got me puzzled. Well, all I know is that I'm on this case and that I need to talk to everyone who was in the park this morning. Well, if you want to talk to her, then you'll need to get her access to an IV drip. Pronto. Dope. Look, another Warrenville High canteen. This one says, class of 14. I'm going to write it down. I don't know if it's important, but I'm going to write it down. Maybe whoever owns this might know one of the victims. If it's a high school, then they only have 4 grades in it. Canteen says class of 14, and the one we found at the campsite said class of 09. Whoever owns this didn't attend at the same time and doesn't know the victim. That's not necessarily true, though, is it? Warrenville High is a small town anyway, right? They might still know each other. That is true. Do you know who owns this canteen? That's Andy's, but I'm quite sure he just found it around here. Official policy is that we keep stuff like that in the lost and found box, but after stuff has been there for a year, it's pretty much free for all. Canteen is a pretty gross thing to take from a lost and found box, especially after a year. Come on now, with lunchboxes and canteens, we always clean out the food and drink straight away, so it doesn't stink up the office. Though I will admit that it's a pretty weird thing to take home. What can I say? Andy is cheap like that. You sure Andy didn't attend Warrenville High? I'm quite sure. I was the one that reviewed his application, and he graduated from a school in El Dorado, California. Dope. So the only other thing is... Pool table? Nice pool table. Not a lot happens here at the park, but by law, there must always be at least one ranger station here at any given time. I should find some way of passing the hours. I know exactly what you're talking about. I should ask Captain Ellis to put one of these in for me. Alright, so we have a paramedic upstairs who demands an IV drip. We have a couple of rambunctious kids. They're not teenagers, but like college-age kids, I guess. Okay, y'all done here, right? I think we got what we needed for now. Good. I think I may head back and make sure everything is fine with the 2 campers. You know, make sure they get some food and stuff. Good thinking. It's nearly midday, and I don't think they've eaten anything yet. We're real close to the north gate now. Wouldn't bother walking all the way down back to the south gate exit if I were you. Just follow the path we were on earlier. It should lead you straight to the north gate. Unfortunately, we're parked at the south gate, so we're in for a bit of a walk. I can get Andy to drive y'all down. I'm sure he'll be back any minute now. It's fine, we'll walk. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Alright. Oh. Detective Fitzgerald. Sergeant Langley, are you not on the police line anymore? State troopers have arrived and taken over. Captain Visconti sent me in to get you and see if there's anything you needed. There are so many things I need right now, but first and foremost, I need to talk to Captain Visconti. Where is she? She's stuck with something in Boston and can't come upstate yet. See, well, first thing I need is for the witness to be taken to the hospital ASAP. She's severely dehydrated and in a state of shock. Yeah, I have an ambulance parked by the north gate. Paramedics are on their way already. Anything else you need? The other two campers have been held for over 4 hours. They've been questioned by both the park rangers and myself. I think you can let them go now. Done. Also need a forensics team from the Criminal Investigations Unit to look over the bodies of the 2 victims. I'll radio Captain Visconti and request that now. Though, to my understanding, a forensics team from the State Trooper Investigations Unit has already been scrambled. Is there not a way that I can talk to Captain Visconti? She's very busy right now. I can leave a message if you like. I don't want to leave a message. I just don't understand why I'm the lead detective on this case. If the state troopers have decided to become so involved, why not use one of their detectives to lead the case? Sorry, detective, I'm just a normal small-town cop like you are. I don't understand what the bigwigs in Boston are thinking. Yeah, don't worry about it. I'll just keep working on the case since that's what I've been told to do. I'm parked just at the north gate up ahead. I can give you ladies a ride to your vehicle if you like. It's a wicked long walk back. That would be nice. Thanks, Sergeant. Fabulous. Thank you, Sergeant Langley. Do I need to talk to you again? Thanks again for the ride. It was a pleasure. He's meeting his girlfriend. That's nice. Good for him. Alright. So where's next? Chief? Do you remember the canteen we saw at the crime scene? Warrenville High, 09. It's the one. Warrenville isn't very big, so I can't imagine the classes had a lot of kids in them. I say we go to Warrenville, ask around, and see if we can find anyone that knew one or both of the victims. I'm sure we'll find someone that went to school with them. Then we can finally get an ID on one of these kids. Remember, folks, it is currently 2018 in this game. So that was 9 years ago that they graduated. Okay, I'll radio police ahead to see if we can get any assistance. Alright, before we go on, we're going to take a bio break. I'm going to take a bio break. I'm going to get, refill my water bottle. And yeah, and then we'll come back and we'll see what's next on the agenda, okay? So, take this opportunity, go get some water and a snacky snoo, if that's what you want to do. Before I do anything, we're just gonna go ahead and save again. Okay. Yes. Alright, we'll be right back. Go get yourself some water and use the restroom, if that's what you want to do. Okay, we are back. Hello. Interesting. I got water and I got a snack. I got some Fritos. I won't crunch in your ear. I'm sorry. I'm just really hungry, you know? I don't have any other snacks. I haven't seen Dr. Who in a while. Real life issues made me me kind of angsty in the show. How come? Why? Like real life issues surrounding the show, or surrounding your life, but kind of like, I don't know what I'm trying to ask. Obviously, if it's like a personal issue, you don't have to put your issue out there. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. I'll get back in there. We are going to Warrenville High. It's amazing how forgetful I am. Like, I just can't remember anything from 5 minutes ago. This is Warrenville. It's pretty. It's a nice little town with a small population. If the 2 victims are from here, we should find someone who knew them soon enough. If you see anyone at all, the town is so empty. Sergeant Nunez, Nunez? I don't know. Did mention something about today being a public holiday for Warrenville, didn't he? We're gonna wander around. The Warrens back in the mid-19th century. Why would a rich whaling family set up a town in the middle of a forest for no good reason? In 1844, they lost over a quarter of their whaling fleet in a single storm off the coast of Newfoundland. The family's patriarch, Armand Warren, saw it as a sign from God and sold off all his ships and reinvested in the lumber fields in this region. He set up Warrenville here initially to watch over the lumber mills, but it soon became an affluent town and a popular tourist destination too, because of the beautiful vistas and scenic river nearby. You sure know a lot. My grandpa had a cabin in Vermont, and that we used to go to in the summer, and my family would always pass by Warrenville on the way over. I know the town pretty well, but it's not as nice as when I was a kid. I guess it's not really as popular a tourist destination as it used to be. Hopefully we can find someone. Story swap. Public vacation today. Sure, it'd be useful to see the town's records. We could break in. What's this? More fish sticks. I knew there was going to be something back there. South or west? South? Okay, guess not. Nope. Ring intercom. Yeah. Hi, Warrenville Fire Department. How can I help you? My name is Detective Sara Fitzgerald. I'm from Gloucester Police Department. I was wondering if maybe I could get some guidance around town. Sergeant Nunez mentioned to you. Unfortunately, I'm the only fireman on duty today, so I can leave my station. Sorry. You can ask any of the townsfolk to see around. Warrenville is a really friendly town. That's the thing. I don't see any people around. Yeah, today is a public holiday, so the town is pretty empty. That's kind of why I'm the only one here today. I understand. That was super helpful. You guys know, that was so helpful. I'm gonna back this up a little bit. Is there, what? No? No? I didn't see the street down here before. I'm in Luxor apartment. Sounds fancy. Is this a government building? Nah, just apartments. So nothing useful here. We'll walk on the street so I don't miss anything down below. Well, this definitely wasn't here when I was a kid. Looks like a storage facility. Storage facility? Storage facility? Guess the town doesn't rely on tourism like it used to. Okay. Guess we'll just go in the doors. Wait, before we go into any buildings, let's see what they're all named. Ooh. Adams, Franklin, Hamilton. Hancock. Oh, we finally found somewhere we can go in. Good afternoon, welcome to Willis Storage. How can I help you? I'm a detective. Oh. We do have a list of who owns which units. Yeah, just go on the computer to your right. The list should be there. Password is 12345. Very secure. Thank you. Oh, do you guys see it? Do you guys see it? Fish sticks. Willis Storage Unit Terminal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Access granted. Do you guys see anything that would be, like, useful? Nah, not on that one anyway. Brigham. You guys see it? John Brigham. I knew I should have. Brigham. Brigham. Was it Brigham and Smith? Brigham Smith? Not available. I don't think those are important for me. It just means that there's no name on the account, or like they're empty probably. If they're a storage unit, it's probably empty. That's why there's no name. So I don't think that matters. What does matter, this one right here, John Brigham, because I think the note that had the storage unit thing on it, I think that was Brigham and Smith. So we're gonna write this down. Pendleton, Unit B. Pendleton B. And actually, we're gonna go back, because I think I saw Smith too. Franklin C. Keith Jacob Smith. Should I write down their full names? Nah. We'll just write down the units. Franklin, what is it? Franklin C? Yeah. Let's do one more check. Or was it Smithfield? I'll check again. But if it was Smithfield, I'm gonna write this down just in case it was Smithfield and not Smith. It's Jefferson B. Okay. Alright. Let me go to my items. Oh, it was Smith. Okay. Brigham and Smith International Limited. Okay. So. We're looking for Pendleton B and Franklin C. And we know the storage unit, one of those two. The storage unit code is Lexi's birthday. We don't know who Lexi is yet, but Let's go to Pendleton? No. Okay. I'm not sure if these buildings are in order, but it doesn't feel like it. Ah! Pendleton. Unit... what did I say? Unit B? Unit B. Code needed for access. Code needed for access. I'm gonna take a wild guess. Just a wild guess. Based on the graduation date, 09. Based on that. So if this person graduated in 09, assuming they were 18 years old when they graduated, that means they would have been born in, what, 1991? What? I didn't mean to do that. Is that correct? Can I? Nope. Okay. Not it. But at least we know what building it is now. Let's see, let's talk to the dude again and see if we can't get codes. Oh. Okay. So he won't give me codes, but I think that's an accurate assessment of where we need to be once we get a code. So let's blow this popsicle stand for the time being. And then we will return upon recovery of a birthday date of birth for one Lexi. I think I've tried every building though, so like let's where we parked. We need to... I would like to be in City Hall. I didn't mean to go through all this again. Okay. Already went down here. What's with this weird yellow line? It's not how roads work, I think. Maybe it's supposed to be the stop line? Ooh, I can go further. I didn't see that coming. Let's see if we can get here. Just gonna cut across people's lawns. Oh hey, a kid! Or a person. Principal Santos? Yes, I take it you're the detective? That's right. Thanks for coming with us in with such short notice. Why is it the school is closed today? Public holiday. You'll notice there aren't too many people around. I did notice. Thanks for coming in then. It's not a problem. I had to come in this morning anyway, so we're fumigating the classrooms today. Have they finished doing that yet? Yeah, they finished about an hour before you came in. I take it that means we can't go into the classrooms. Sorry about that. The exterminators told me that it will only be safe to go in after 24 hours. Okay then, but the rest of the building is safe? Yeah, the exterminators didn't want to work the whole day either, so they just did the classrooms today. They'll do the rest of the school over the weekend. Here, let me unlock the door for you. There. I've asked this custodian to come by at 5 p.m. to lock the building up. You'll surely be done by then, right? We can lock up when we're done and bring you your keys later if you like, ma'am. I'm sure you don't want to leave the school doors unlocked and unattended. So kind of you to offer, officer, but it won't be necessary. Warrenville is a very safe town, and I know no one's going to go take anything. I'll help you find what you need. Principal, before you leave, can I ask you a couple questions? Sure. What do you need to know? How long have you been the principal? When the semester ends, it will be my second year here. And what did you do before you became principal? I was vice principal at a school down in Pittsburgh. So you're not from around here then? No, I'm from Philadelphia. And you wouldn't know about people that graduated from the school a few years back? Definitely not, sorry. May I have your number in case I have questions? Sure, but just so you know, I'm going trekking with my boyfriend now, so I may not have signal up in the mountain. Wicked. Which mountain are you off to? Mount Greylock. It's wicked nice there, but it's all the way on the other side of the state. It's like a 5-hour drive there and back. It's my boyfriend's birthday tomorrow, so we're actually taking advantage of the long weekend, and we're going to spend the whole time in that area. Cool. Have a good time then. Enjoy your weekend, ma'am. Goodbye! In we go. Small school. Won't be too hard going through the class records. Where's the main office? What kind of school doesn't put the main office right at the front? Yes, it would be locked. Okay, these are all classrooms. I guess I should check the halls a little bit more. So here we go. Is this the main office? More fish sticks. Yeah, I want to read the note. Hi, Lorelai, bad news. Some punk broke in and stole the master key for the 3rd floor. No doubt they're planning some cheesy prank for the staff room. I went ahead and changed the locks on all of the rooms in level 3, so they can't access them over the break. I only had 2 Eagle Steel locks left. I can't read that. Locks. blank left, so I used them on the staff room and the supply room since they're more important. I used my last remaining fort safe lock on the records room. You can use the new master key I gave you to enter both the staff room and the supply room. To enter the records room, you'll need the new key for it. I'll copy it over the weekend, but for now, just come to my office to borrow it if you need to visit the records room. Gym. Lorelei. I don't have a pin. Nope. You have to try, right? You have to try. Okay. There's nothing else in here. Wait. Okay. I have no keys. No keys. Maybe we'll find some weed. Uses a number key lock. Bit of a techie. Wait. Okay. Oh, wait. We need a 6-digit code or 8-digit code? 6-digit code. So let's go back to this office and see if we can't find one. I don't know. I haven't seen too many codes or numbers in this game. So I'm like... Oh, you can point and click and travel faster. Ooh. Homegirl flying. Okay. I can't go anywhere in here right now. So again, need more passcodes, gotta come back. These fish sticks are just left everywhere with no rhyme or reason. Zero. They're just everywhere. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Right. Okay. Let's see. There's like a path on the other side. Let's go over there first before we start going back. Yes. Okay. No, no, nothing. Plot twist, the Rangers did it. Maybe, I don't know. Not too sure anymore about this series. Like, anybody, literally anybody could have done it. Police station is closed. No one had been reported missing since 1978. Hello, Kango. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Keith did it. Probably. Very shady. Very shady. $1978. You know, I'm gonna write that down. Right? Is that what it said? 1978 was the last time somebody had been reported missing? Ooh, so fast. Work, 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 work. I just missed my mouth. Oh my gosh. Nope. Oh. I don't want to just go through everybody's stuff. Very shady. I'm stuck again. There's like a lot of codes necessary, but I haven't seen a lot of numbers, like in general. Let's go in the Franklin building. I'm not gonna just go in every storage unit. That sounds silly. Why would I do that? Okay, clearly we need to be after school. I don't know. Okay, there's nowhere else to go. Ah. Just hacked by my own hair. Alright, let's go back in. Let's go back in. We'll just kind of reassess. Reassess. I'm not good at games. I keep telling you guys that. Yeah, we're gonna go through every locker. We've already attempted every door. Yep, locked. Custodian's office locked. This room uses a number key. Temp code. This is a 6-digit code. Let's try the date. Nope, that didn't work. Fixated on this gear. I could brute force it. Might take me a second, but I can do it. Oops, I keep hitting the same number. Okay. It's the computer code 1027. Didn't she say the boyfriend's birthday's tomorrow? Or today's February, October 26th. Oh, it is the 26th, isn't it? I thought it was the 28th for some reason. But yeah, let's try 1027. That's a great idea. Nice! Good one! See, this is what I need. I just need a little help from you guys. Appreciate it, Q. Alright. Let's check our email. Jim. 10/25/18. Hey Lorelai, I'm really sorry I had to leave my office early today as Jimmy Jr. had a bit of an accident on the playground. Ask Clarice about the story. It would be hilarious if it weren't for the enormous dental bill awaiting me. I need to borrow the key for the records. It's in my office. The code is 97. Wait, you're free. Write that down. 978621. Alright, yep. How to change it as this damn princess clearly know my old code. Ballin'. Announcements. Yeah. Fumigating. Oh yeah, I forgot these. So I borrowed the key. I still have the key from 2008. In the game, it's Yeah, in the game it's 26 October. They tell us at the very beginning of the game, so important, obviously, but I didn't write that down, so we just made fun of it and then moved on with our life. So I still have it. The key to 2000... Oh, for the records for the year 2008. Okay. We volunteer at the fire station tomorrow if you need me. Regards, Pete. Pete is the one we spoke to. We'll have to get the key from him. Probably. Anyway. Sergeant Noons from Warrenville Police Department. I've informed the detective. It's coming over. Access to your building files. I know today's public holiday. No needs access to the school today when possible. Make sure she shows you her badge when he thinks. I did not show her my badge. I'm assuming I showed her my badge. Classified. Insert OTP to access. OTP. One-time password. I don't know this one yet, so. One-time PIN. It's a code that is generated in a notification sent privately to the account owner. I guess we'd need access to Miss Santa's cell phone to gain access to our OTP. But now we can get in Jim's office. Isn't that in the email? The OTP? No, we got the code to Jim's office. Which is 9, 7, 8, 6, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Oh, I lied. Would you look at that? Someone is guilty of eating fish sticks raw from the box. Please type in a 4-digit PIN to access network. Come back to that. Everything is locked. Everything is locked. That's not to open it. We can try 2008. I'm specifically looking for a key. No. I didn't think so. I think the key that I need is gonna be in one of these drawers, probably. Oh yeah, here we go. We got it. Oh, we already got that. Now we should be able to go into the records room, which is where we want to be. If we want to get into the records for the year 2008, we have to go get the key from Pete. Can't get lucky twice. No. Yes. Alright. Let's get the records for the year 2009. Or 2007's fine. Oh, are they all locked? What did I need this key for then? Okay. Let's go get the key from Pete for the year 2008. We gotta go to the fire station. Should be fine. 2007. Good year. Good year. Oh, I gotta leave the school grounds first. Look at me not knowing anything about school yards. not go this way? No? Okay. Great. Cool. Excellent. That's what I love to see. 2007 was fine. Oh, I gotta go all the way up. All the way up, apparently. I was at a different school and I didn't have any friends, but it was fun. How do you know that? I'm Detective Pete. It's very impressive. So it's something I can do for you. I need the key for the cabinet with the 2008 file in it. There you go. Thank you. Why are you in full gear? Well, I just joined up as a volunteer recently and I'm not used to how heavy the uniform is, so I figured I'd wear it the whole day to train my body. At that school. I mean, there's a difference, but when you spend a majority of your time in the place where your friends aren't, kind of a big deal, I guess. I'm an introvert though, so meh. Goodbye. Come on, girl. Walk it out, walk it out. What the heck is happening? Gosh. That was obnoxious. Oh. 2007 is at the end here, so 2008. Nailed it. We have the key, don't we? Sure do. Let's see what we can find here. Alright. We have a list of so if you guys remember, our somebody in our little couple there is Jewish. So they would have to be the kosher kids, right? So Amanda Cohen, Arnold Cohen, and Jeffrey Goldberg are our three kosher kids. We're gonna say Amanda, Arnold Cohen, and what is it? Jeffrey Goldberg. Jeffrey Godberg. Alright. Dietary restrictions. Ayo. Okay, so we have three possible Amanda and Arnold are twins. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I'll add that in there. That does seem important. Twins. Okay. So we have a set of twins and some random kid named Jeffrey. Anybody named Lex? Lexi? No. Okay. Should I... Do you guys think I need to write down their blood types and their date of birth? Should I just write it down just in case? Nine, 17, 90. And this kid was... Blood types seem important. Okay, I'll write the blood types down too. By the way, hi! Howdy! Howdy, partner. How's it going? DBS. Okay, so I'll write down both. It's not that difficult, so I'll just do it. 6, 11, 91. Blood type O negative for our good Sir Jeffrey. And then our twins are both B positive. Did it. Okay, so we wrote down all that fun stuff. Hey, that's me. A wild bit Kit Kat has a beard. Who bit Kit Kat? Alright. I don't know why I said that. I'm gonna write down what this was for so I don't forget. Gym, office. Alright, so we have some info on the identity of, yeah, this is all. Wait a minute. We have some info on the identity of our victims. You only need... Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, let's check out the other years and see if we can't find Alexi, because we need Alexi's birthday, or we need Lexi's birthday as well. So, or anybody with the last name Brigham, something like that. Stuart, Tobias, Eric, Sasha, William, Josephine, Alexandra Goldberg. It's spelled the same. And Lexi could be short for Alexandra. So let's write that one down as a possible date of birth. 12/09/1992. Also kosher. Willing to bet. That's Alexi if I ever heard one. Yeah, it is. Willing to bet this Goldberg right here, who is also kosher, is related to this Goldberg right here that you guys can't see on my little notepad. That one. Here, I'll do this so that... I don't know what I was trying to do just now. There we go. Okay. Alright, okay. She's the sister of the victim. Yeah. So, my guess is that our victims are Amanda Cohen and Jeffrey Goldberg. I don't think the victims were the twins. I don't think they were they were both the twins. I think maybe one of them was the twin, and one of them was Jeffrey. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But we definitely had Alexandra Goldberg. We have one more year to check, just to cover all our bases. There's literally a kid named Lexi right there at the top. So we're gonna write that down, I guess. So 11092. Nope, 92. Is that a red herring? Who knows? Also kosher. Berkowitz. Interesting. Okay. Alright. So we have 2 potential date of births. There's literally a kid named Lexi. Like, somebody was like, we don't need Lexi to be their nickname. We'll just give it to him as their real name. And then we never have a problem. Yeah, alright. I guess you can do it that way. It's like naming your kid Phil instead of Philip. I mean, you can. Small town schools have very tiny classes. It's very true. When I was in Japan, when I was in Misawa, the school there was a junior and a senior high, so it was like 7th through 12th grade. But I think the graduating senior class while I was there, so I think I was still in middle school at the time, I think the graduating senior class was 50 kids or something like that, which obviously isn't like it's 50 kids in the whole school. No, it wasn't 50 kids in the whole school, but that was like, that's not a lot of people. I mean, you live in a small town where there aren't a lot of kids anyway. It's gonna be even less. So I was graduate class was the largest it's been at 66 kids. Yeah, see? So like similar. We're gonna try the birth dates real quick. What did I say? Pendleton B. 19. Should I just try the year? Yes. They're both 92s. No. Maybe it's the month. Month and day. That seems legit. Nailed it! It was Alexandra's birthday, not the Lexi's birthday. That's a ton quicker than a class of 100. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We did it. Wow. Oh, wow. 1209. Yeah. We did it. And look, fish sticks. You know we're on the right track when you find your box of thawed fish sticks. There's a handwritten note. What does it say? John, this is all I could get out of Whale Island. I'm afraid I could only get small excerpts without raising eyebrows at HQ. We've been trying to track down this Lieutenant McAdams, but I can't seem to find any records of him at the Henry Leach building. I'll ask one of my contacts from legal to see if she knows anything about him. Keep your wits about you. They're always watching. Stupid delay. But you were on the right track. Which means if I wasn't on the right track, which is 90% of the time, you would have been helpful. There's tape.
Look, you can't deny it anymore, Commander. Just tell me the bloody truth. What is it you're so desperate to hear, Lieutenant? I want to know what really happened up there. The HMS Sunderland had 111 other souls on board. Why don't you ask one of them? I have. Most of the crew were below deck when it supposedly happened. The only ones who would have seen it would have been the officers on the bridge that night, and according to the ship's logs, that was just you, and Lieutenant Commander Sanders. And what has Christina told me? She insists the ship was in Svalbard that night. There you go. I have another question, sir. It seems you have an endless supply of them. Why is it that you, the ship's commanding officer, and Lieutenant Commander Saunders, the second in command, were on the same watch? Last I checked, that's against naval protocol.
Yeah, it's bigger on the inside. I wanted to comment, but I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue. So, weird voice acting. I don't know, it just seems like not a real accent. It sounds like something I would do. Sorry. Anyway.
Can I ask you a question, Lieutenant? Might make for an interesting change of pace, I suppose. Go ahead, sir. How is it that you're the one in charge of all this? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, no offense, but you do seem a bit green for all this. If the MOD is making such a big fuss, shouldn't they at least put someone of my rank to interrogate me? What makes you think someone of your rank isn't running this show? The way you've been playing fast and loose with elements of the interrogation. If someone else was in charge, then you'd be doing this by the numbers. I really shouldn't tell you this. This one goes all the way up. Is that so? Pray tell, which admiral's after my blood? I shouldn't say, sir. Indulge me. That's Hamilton.
Hamilton. There's a storage unit called Hamilton, but I don't know if that matters. What?
Where were you on October the 4th, 2016? I believe that at the time I was in command of the HMS Sunderland. Let's see, early October.
Did I listen to these out of order?
Just off the coast of Svalbard at the time, waiting for those Cambridge eggheads to finish getting their results. And you're 100% sure of this? Well, of course not. That was 2 bloody years ago, Lieutenant. If you'd let me go and look at my logs, then I could even tell you what I had for tea that day. Well, I've got something even better than that, Commander. I've got the records for radio communications between the HMS Sunderland and the Royal Navy base at Scapa Flow, and according to those records, the radio signals from the HMS Sunderland were not coming in from Svalbard on the 4th of October 2016. Then where were they coming from? Our records place you and the HMS Sunderland smack in the middle of the Barents Sea, 300 nautical miles north of Murmansk. What the hell were you doing up there, sir? Think about it, Lieutenant. Don't you think this ship with the size of the Sunderland would have been spotted so close to Russia? If we'd really been there, surely it would have merited a phone call from the Russian ambassador to 10 Downing Street. I would have. But he didn't call, did he? No, he didn't. You already knew that, didn't you?
The weird interrogation set. Thank you for writing that date down. Oh, there's an ad going on. My bad, guys. I'll wait. I'll wait to click on the next cassette. Take a sip of my coffee. Why are those ads so loud? I get them on when I'm watching other channels too. They're just so loud. And we're back. Excellent. Wonderful. Love it. Love to see it. Alright. Next cassette. I may have listened to them out of order, but that's okay.
Commander, do you know who this man is? He looks vaguely familiar, but I couldn't put a name to Is that so? Then why is it that we are in possession of photos of you and him shaking hands at the General Dynamics Fair in Virginia? Oh? You have a photo of that, do you? Hey, right in this folder I have here. Would you also have a photo of the Loch Ness Monster? Or perhaps the Colonel's secret fried chicken recipe in there too? I think that's equally as likely.
He's really calling him on his BS.
If you don't bloody believe me, then why don't you ask Dr. Lieberman what he saw that night? His laboratory had the best view after the bridge, and God knows he spent all his time there. Surely a statement from such a renowned scientist can finally put your suspicions to rest. Well, that's the thing, isn't it, Commander? I wish I could ask Dr. Lieberman what he saw that night, but unfortunately, Scotland Yard found him dead in his apartment this morning. Friedrich is dead? Yes. Lieutenant, let me ask you a little question. Are you married? Do you have kids? Sir, I don't think we have time for this. Just answer the bloody question. Yes. Yes, I have a wife and a son. He was born a little less than a year ago. Do you love him? Obviously I do. Then walk away from this now. You don't want to go any deeper. You don't want any part of this. I want to know the truth. I need to know the truth. Fine. I'll tell you what we saw that night. But don't come crying to me later when things turn south for you. Okay?
Alrighty. That was a fun little thing that happened to us just now. All these cassettes. Let's look in the drawers. Nope. Somebody was sleeping in the storage unit. Why is there a bed here? Man, one son, born 2015. Man 1. His son was born in 2015. Right, that would make him only 3 years old now. That was 3 years ago. Which may or may not be important. I don't know. I'm just letting you take notes now. Just kidding. I am going to take notes. Just not those notes, because you already wrote them down. Alright, so a lot of fun stuff on the walls. I'm going to double check this little guy. This little note. John saw get out of Whale Island. Small excerpts. Lieutenant McAdams. They're always watching. Ma'am, what do you make of all this? I have no idea what a murdered Jewish guy in a Massachusetts nature reserve has to do with an interrogation of a British naval officer. Someone is definitely trying to hide something. What's our next step? Most of them is probably trash, but who knows? Who knows? What's our next step? Next, not sure really. I think I might have to hand this one over to the Interpol, but I'll pass it through Captain Visconti first. Hey chat, bring up your notes for me. Please review our evidence so far. That's me. Hey guys. Let's get out of here. The thick concrete is blocking my mobile signal. Ugh. Who dis? Captain Visconti. Boy, are you a size for sure. You are under arrest. Anything you say or do will be held against you in a... Ooh, that's a bad word. Are you on... You know what you did, Sarah. I always pegged you as one of the good ones. I never thought you would turn. Turn? What are you going on here? Cuffer. I'm sorry? What? What? I will give it to this game. It has some of the best cliffhangers. What is this supposed to be? Nautical. Plot twist! It was me all along! Q called it. They can't do this to us. Guys, I hate cliffhangers. I just want to know the whole story. I hate cliffhangers. Steam Achievement is stacking. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about or how to make it go away. So there's that. So I'm just going to take a minute. Wait, I'm going to take a minute to take your notes down because we're going to need them next time. Good lord. It's just as upset as we are by the ending. Cliffhanger, hanging from a cliff, and that's why he's called Cliffhanger. There's a lot of energy in that statement that I really can't reproduce right now. 10-4, my guy. How are they gonna peg this on me? I have literally done nothing except find clues and pick up fish sticks. So rude. So rude. What a cliffhanger. Alright. Okay. Alright. I'm a little upset. I, just wanted answers, and all I got was more questions. Don't you know? The fish sticks were the key all along. Clearly, I have all the fish sticks, thus I am guilty. Send a link with a reference to my statement. Nice. Thank you. Thank you for your assistance in this investigation. If we have any further questions, we'll give you a call, sir. Yeah. So, that was chapter 1 of the Walsingham Files. We didn't see any of Walsingham Files. But yeah, we're definitely going to finish this on Monday. Definitely on Monday. I mean, I technically still have time left today, but I